Hi, everybody. Welcome to kdmoonchild's world. I'm Katie, and this is Saturday Solutions. This is a card reading that is non-political. It's strictly a spiritual card reading. As you can tell, we're in my resin workroom. It's also where I do my card reading from. So, I just wanted to welcome you to my channel. Today, we're going to try to see if we can find some clarity in this card reading. So, if you're ready, let's get it going, and I'll bring up the cards, and we can get this party started. Me switcheroo, you don't need to see me big. Okay, here we are. We're all ready to go. Yes, I already laid the cards out. I have a reason. Sometimes you don't want to watch me shuffle and all that. I mean, come on. These card readings are long enough. Don't you just kind of like want to move on? Anyway, let's find some clarity in this. All righty. First card we're going to talk about today is the bottom of the deck. Let me pick up the deck here and show you a little closer. Enter the temple of your truth. What a neat card. Looks like I need to focus just a little better. There we go. It was there. Might help if I was consistent in my distance. There. And then, alrighty, enter the temple of your truth and then learn to value it. Whoa. Okie dokie then. This is the theme of the whole reading, which makes sense, right? The temple of your truth. We're looking for clarity in this, okay? That also is a 10 card, which all is the end of a cycle. It's about completion, and it is about renewal. So, this card reading is for entertainment purposes only, as you saw in the introduction. I just wanted to make sure that in case somebody wanted to, do whatever with the video, it's here too. And you never know for these days. Anyway, the deck that I am using today, wow, that didn't look good. Is that red like obnoxious? Oh, I have a full spectrum light going on. Let me turn that off. See if that'll help. Oh, much better. Much better. Wow. That was like super bright, wasn't it? See a little bit of desire in that. Oh, wowie. Anyway, I'm using the Soul Helper Oracle deck today. It's a really nice deck. It's from Christine Aria Fader? Arana Fader. So let's finish this. Let's get this going. First card that we were looking at here. Let me find my spread. Sorry, my phone timed out on me. There we go. What do we need to know? Gee, that's a tough question. What do we need to know right here? Ooh. Well, this is for the period ahead for us. Have courage. Awaken the warrior of light within you. Wow, I'd say that's a light zinger she threw. Either that or it's a light coming to her. Either way, she's in a stance where she's ready. See if I can get the glare out of there. There we go. Tilt it down just a little bit. Rest my arms on the table here so you can look at the picture. We have a very delicate path ahead of us. See behind us, that path is finished. See, it's fading away. But look what we're on. It's like a ladder or a labyrinth. But it's a long ways down if you fall. I kind of looking at that as though that's where we sit today. And we're trying to figure out which rung in this ladder do I step on next? It's like the overhead bars in the playground as a kid. Do you skip one or do you go on to the next one? Or maybe one of them is damaged and you have to skip it, or one of them is missing and you have to skip it. And you're kind of small, your arms are not long enough, so that's a real scary proposition. So we're looking for what we have to, yeah, we have to find our courage. It's what we need to know for the period of time ahead. And I'm kind of looking at this, since this is really my first reading for the month of July as well. Um, I'm going to say this is for the month as well as the week ahead of us. Oh boy. So, what do we need to embrace? We need to embrace the fact that it's a time for change. Do not wait or put off decisions any longer. For the decisions that you choose not to make, they shut out a whole section of opportunity that you have to choose from that will aid in your transformation. It's the butterfly. Butterfly here. This is a time for change. Change doesn't mean we go back anywhere. It means everything is different. That's a scary, scary proposition. I don't know about you. But the complete unknown of the change that we're in the process of, it kind of scares me. I gotta say, I gotta admit that. Oh man. So here we're hearing we have to have courage in the days and weeks ahead. It's going to be a tough month, you guys. Stock up on your supplies. And if you need to, this might be a good time to quietly hermit and mentally, with your energy, send it out from home. If you are brave and have courage and know the next rung of the ladder to step on, go out in public. Use your voice. But understand, you're being a warrior. Be ready. You could be arrested. You could be hurt. Your life, because you make this change, this choice, not change, because you're making this change. This, because it is a time for change, you're making this choice and it's going to change everything for you. So be very, very careful, but yet don't be afraid. Have the courage to make that choice. What do we need to release so that we can see the opportunities available here? Oh, I don't know about you. It feels so good to be sitting here again at this table. I spent 9 months, well, on the 15th, it would have been 10 months. But I did 9.5 months spending time in a small room with my kitty cat as I raised him and bonded with him. So I did at that point pretty much released my creative energy. All I could really do was whatever creativity I could do in my laptop. So I started playing with AI, as you can tell by the appearance of my channel now. And so I did release that creative energy it has been building up inside of me for 9.5 months. So today and this weekend, this holiday weekend for me, my energy is going to be spent with my cat equally and being creative. Who knows what I might create in this resin studio? I am so excited to get back into stirring my beautiful syrups. Don't eat that syrup. Anyway, release your creative energies. Do something very creative. Even if you're at work, be creative at what you're doing. Put some music on, whatever. It's like right now, you guys, I can't put music in the background of this, but I love having music as I give readings. So it's playing in my earbuds. So I'm just saying, be creative. Release that energy this weekend. Even if it is how you make the salad for the barbecue, make it the most colorful and tasty salad you've ever made this weekend. Focus on your creativity, not the news or the stuff you didn't get done or the stuff you need to do when all of this is over. Focus on being creative right now, this weekend. I know some of us aren't feeling so great today after the holiday. Just understand, isn't it awesome? We got 2 more days to recuperate. That doesn't always happen with this particular holiday. We usually have a 3-day weekend for it, but this is pretty nice. So, final card we're getting down here for us. We're being told, first of all, I'm going to recap. We're being told what we need to release here is our creativity. If that means, to quote my dear friend Danny Shea, if that means to go out and collect driftwood and rocks and make something from it, go out and collect driftwood and rocks and make something from it. You can make a cairn. You can make a rain column. Kind of got to drill holes in the rocks. Easier to do that with the driftwood. There's a lot of stuff you can do with just driftwood and rocks. Hey, I'm an artist. What can I say? My mind, you say, be creative. It goes boom, and off it goes. The other thing that we need, what we need to embrace, is that it's a time for change. And it's happening to us. It's happening around us. We have no control over it. All we can do is either participate or ride it out. Either way, it's going to happen. So, understanding that, don't wait or put off your decisions any longer. Go for it. The time for opportunities is now. It's awakening. It's coming now because right here we're being told to awaken the warrior of light inside us and have courage to begin. Take that step. You're having a hard time deciding which rung in the ladder to take. How about the very next one? What about the closest one to you? There's no rush. There's no hurry. Wow, I was just noticing how the cards are flashing because of my ceiling fan. Can't do anything about that. Sorry, you guys. I have to have that going. Anyway, so what's next for us? Oh, you guys. Live in this world as a dreamer. Create a future paradise. That's what you're going to do as you're releasing your creativity. You know, I'm one of these people that I'm eclectic. And so my house is very bohemian, I guess you is what you'd call it, or eclectic. It doesn't fit in any style or genre. It's Katie's style. Um, I call the outside style Arizona cottage, because it's a typical old 1950s, mid-century, not modern, just mid-century, average working man's house. Small, square boxy, and kind of low, but that's okay. I was thinking the other day, all the things that I could do to this house, all the plants I can put in here, and got my creativity started. I'm going to be putting some time and focus on fixing up my house this next year during this time of change. I may not have a whole lot of money to do it with, but you know what? I have mesquite trees that produce branches. I got chainsaws. I can cut those chainsaws. I can carve something out of the branches. I can make all kinds of things out of the branches, pot racks, ladders. Here we are back around to this driftwood and rocks. Live in the world as a dreamer. Daydream. It's okay. I know, as kids, we were told not to. But I'm telling you, as an adult, find that child who liked to stare out the window in school. Maybe during social studies class or history or whatever class it was that you found so boring. I used to find myself staring out the window during chemistry class. I know that's bad, but I was trying to figure out how the chemistry I was hearing in my head from the teacher worked outside, how it worked with the things outside. I learned weird, I know. But anyhow, this is all of our clarity on how to find our truth and enter and creating. See here, living in the world as a dreamer is all of this is creating your temple of truth. It's spending time with yourself to be able to know how to do all of this. That's what's important. I'm looking at the butterflies in these cards. She's got a butterfly on her arm. She's got a butterfly on her arm. But these three cards right here are not necessarily about transformation or change. They're about actions that we need to do to find our clarity. Maybe you just need to take one small step forward and you'll find your courage. But it's going to take courage to take that step forward and to stay in your positivity, shining your light the whole time. A lot of, oh, I hear. That's what this is. A lot of information coming at us that is intended to ignite your emotions and your passions, and it will be feeling a bit overwhelming from time to time, and that is when you need to rest. That is when you need to take the time out to catch your breath, process the change you've been through before you keep on going to release those creative energies. Sorry, I have a hair and keeps tickling my nose. Huh. To release those creative energies. And then once you've released that and you've been creating and creating and creating, make the house, your yard, your garden, I don't know, buy a new outfit, make life what you want it to be, and then live in this world as a dreamer. You don't have to be practical all the time, and you don't have to be the pragmatist. Isn't that right, Llama Turner? And Purity Bunny? Whoever said that you have to be in your critical parent or your adult all the time? You have 3 equal parts to you. There's a reason you have 3 equal parts to you. They have equal power. But we tend to, because it's not being an adult, to do the childish and fun, silly things. So I'm telling you, for the rest of your weekend and for the week and the weekends ahead, don't forget to honor the child. Don't forget to honor your innocence, because you still have it. Hell, you don't know everything you think you know. Sorry. That, that kind of came out of nowhere. We get all in our, I know this, you can't tell me that. Stop doing that. And stop comparing lives, people, opportunities. Adapt, accept, and honor what you're hearing. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm pulling a card from the Therapets deck. This deck. Whoop! Don't want that card. We've had that card. So I'm pulling it out of the middle of the deck. These cards are very large and hard to shuffle. Okay. And that deck is by Kate Allen. Yeah, the cards are the size of the box. Big card. They're kind of hard for me to shuffle with my little hands. Anyway, this is a really powerful reading. Purity Bunny, tell us what is the message from our animal friends. Stay soft. The world may be cold, but we don't have to be. I love it. I love it. I really don't think I need to add anything to that. Yeah, I do. Thank you. Stop reacting to the news. Even the headlines now are going to make you be could make you be very reactionary and very upset. They're designed to eliminate your clarity. They're designed to keep you out of focus and confused. And in trying to figure out what's the truth, it's hard. That's why this whole reading is talking about your truth. What is the truth that works for you, that you know through your intuition is going to help you transform into a better life in the change that's ahead? So that you can be more creative and dream big. My dream, here's my goal. Here's my dream. I would love to be able to tax these billionaires enough money so that when they give some of it back to us, because we're not paying so many taxes, I would like to have enough money to be able to give it away if I want to. People who need it, people who are struggling. Yeah, I'm a Pollyanna. What can I say? I've been one of those people. And people helped me. People gave me a hand and helped pull me up. So but right now, financially, that's difficult for me. But I do know resources. I pay attention, and I can direct people to websites, things to do, recommendations for things to help you spend your time, have a safe place to go. Because together we're going to do this. We're going to survive this. We're going to make it just fine. Understand that each one of us in this web of creation, to quote Mr. Shea, Danny Shea, we each have a point of light on that web. And that's the intersection of the energies coming from each and every one of us that is beside us and around us. So everybody's energy is all flowing in together and going back out together. And it's like this constant, this is what I see. It's like a spider web with little spots of light that flicker this way, then they flicker this way. They flicker this way, then they flicker this way. And it's like it's going into the center. I don't know. I'm weird. That's how the resin also cures. It always goes to the center. It's a funny thing how it works. It doesn't just freeze and get hard. It does a tumble. So, anyway, you all, I hope you had a happy 4th of July. I hope you have a good week ahead and understand if you need some inspiration and some uplift, Tuesday, I have a live stream at 8:30 every Tuesday morning. That's 8:30 Pacific. Please come and join me. And next week we'll do this again. In the meantime, I hope to get some creativity up for you to watch. So I love you guys so much. I thank you so much for being here. I thank you, subscribers. And I thank you to everyone who is new. Blessings to everybody. I'm going to send you out. Have a great holiday. What's left?